Okay, well in the lead up to our big lap I've been asked a number of times to do a bit of a video tour of the van. So I've got one child asleep and one at the shops with Dad, so I thought now is my chance. So welcome to Big Red, up the double stairs. And I'll do a quick pan. It's got our bedroom at this end and around through the kitchen and dining area and then through to the bunks and the bathroom at the rear of the van. We do currently have a roof over us. We're in the van's carport. And I don't know if you can quite get the sense of just how much light is still coming through the windows, and I think you can probably appreciate if we're out in the full sun just how light and bright and airy the Big Red would be. And that was one of the things that really drew us towards the Big Red rather than the Manta Ray, also by New Age. The Big Red comes with this beautiful front window as well as sort of oversized side windows here. And it just lets in so much light, so much air, and just gives such a sense of space. And that was something we were really drawn to when we were going through our sort of research and buying process. The front window also allows us to capture, you know, some beautiful breezes that you might not otherwise be able to get if you only have the windows on the side. So we're really grateful that we made the choice to buy the Big Red. We're really happy with it and really think that the front window is a huge bonus for us. I'll just pop some lights on just to make it a little bit brighter in here. So basically I think the cupboard setup is pretty standard. Hanging space on both sides. Some people do put in shelves. We're debating whether to do that, but for the moment hanging space works for us. Let's move the magazine out of the way. We've got a bit of an underwear drawer there and also space under here for some shoes. And then up the top, plenty of space for shirts, shorts, pyjamas, etc. We don't tend to travel with a lot of clothes, so it works well for us, but there's plenty of space even if you do like to travel with a lot of clothes, I suppose. Just under the bed there, I just lifted that with one hand, so it's nice and easy to get up. Not much under there at the moment. Wine glasses, all important, but we'll be soon stocked with crab traps and goodness knows what else for our big lap, but certainly a great storage space under there for heavier items or bigger items. We've also got a television here, which is great for the adults and kids alike, but especially great for the kids when it's bad weather or you're trying to pack up. We can pop a DVD on and know that they'll be happy for, you know, at least a good 10 minutes. It also does swivel around so you can see it from the dining area, so that's helpful in the morning when, you know, you're trying to have breakfast and just sort of keep the kids contained and happy at 5:30 in the morning when you're in a caravan park and they decide it's time to hop up for the day. Over into the kitchen, there is great storage above the fridge and also below. Those cupboards are both full depth, so plenty of storage space there. The fridge is a bit of a beauty. We can fit quite a lot of food and drinks in there. We'd like to keep it semi-stocked, as you can see, so if we want to make a quick getaway one weekend, we just pop some fresh food in and off we go. Likewise with the freezer, not a lot of space, but enough. And, you know, a few sneaky ice creams there for when the kids go to bed. Shh, don't tell them. Up here, all the electrics, which Lloyd busies himself with. Nice and neatly done and easy to access. And also plenty of space up here for all our cups and crockery. I have actually already unlocked these cupboards, but they do lock quite securely. We've not had an incidence of one opening while we've been travelling so far, so that's been great. A microwave there, which does come in handy from time to time. Over here to the stove, great little stove top. We try not to do too much cooking inside, just more for boiling the kettle and, you know, steaming veggies and things like that. We try to do all our stinky cooking outside. There's also a grill under here, which I'm not sure we've actually even used yet, but that's there if we do need it. We did opt when we got the van to not put an oven in. We preferred the extra cupboard space. So as you can see there, we can fit some more stuff under there, kettle and mixing bowls and toaster and whatnot. We do travel with a Weber Q, so we do use that for all our baking, even cakes and slices and things like that. Under the sink, plenty of storage again. It's sort of a bit of a theme, I think, of the van. Plenty of storage space. Plenty of room under there for everything we need. And then probably the best feature is this giant pot drawer. Admittedly, it's a bit overstocked, and we will rationalise that before we go away, but as you can see, there's just so much stuff that you can fit in there. So, you know, it's a really great space. It gives you a lot of flexibility in terms of what you might want to pack. Utensil drawer, which husband thinks is a toolbox or something. We'll have to sort that out before we go away. Some more utensils, and we put our tea towels in that drawer there as well. And under here is our hot water system. Over into the dining area, there's another drawer here, which we find is great for storing our really heavy items, nice and low in the van. There's also storage that can be accessed underneath the cushions of the lounge. And again, over here by the door in this cupboard here, obviously currently using it to store fishing reels and other things that we might need to access quickly. All the important things. Shut that up. We did have the option to upgrade to leather, but we thought it was a little bit pricey at the time. So we actually went for our $10 towel insurance policy against the kids and the mess that they make. And we also travel with one of the standard IKEA high chairs for Finn. As you can see, fits nicely under the table, and even when we're not using it, it doesn't take up much space, doesn't really impact the walkway, so we can travel with it there, and just means we can contain Finn and his mess. But of course we do try to eat outside wherever possible, as you can imagine. Up the top here, another great lot of storage space. So we do try to keep it stocked with just some basics, and we'll obviously have more stuff in there when we head off. But at the moment it's storing a few treats up there, and this one here is sort of DVDs and stubby holders and all those sorts of things, which we need to clean up a little bit. But the number of times that I've been able to come over to the van and quickly grab some oats or something because I've run out inside the house has been you know, immeasurable. So it's been great to have the van here just as a little supermarket to come over and raid when we run out of stuff inside. Down to the kids' rooms. It's got a great curtain there which we can close to block out the light once the kids go to bed if we're watching telly or reading or something, so that's been good. We also use it when we're having a shower. We can pull that across and it just creates a bigger sort of area for us to get changed in once you've had your shower, which is great. We went for 3 bunks, no prizes for guessing that Ava sleeps in the middle bunk and Finn sleeps in the bottom bunk. The 3 bunks works really well for us. Finn was only 18 months old when we got the van, so it just means that if he was to fall out of bed, which is, you know, likely at 18 months of age, he didn't have far to fall, and so far so good. He's adapted really well to sleeping in there when we do go away in the van, and likewise Ava, she thinks it's great. I can vouch for the beds being very, very comfortable, just like I can vouch for the queen bed up front being plenty of room for 2 adults and 2 children, so we've done it all. Up the top we use that for a bit of storage of light things, and the kids use it as a bit of a cubby. When we go away, I'd imagine we're going to use that to store, you know, some toys and bits and pieces for the kids. So here we've got our washing machine, great little unit. Can probably hold a good 2 or 3 days worth of shorts and shirts and underwear and swimmers and that for the whole family, so certainly very, very handy, and will certainly save us a lot of time and money not having to use caravan park washing machines all the time. And underneath here we've got another cupboard, that's where the kids' clothes go, and as you can see, nappies and wipes and all sorts of things as well, towels and sheets and other bits and pieces. It's originally came as hanging space, but we asked that it be made into shelves, which as you can see I think is much more practical for a family, so we're happy with that space there. And finally the bathroom, we've just got a door which slides across nicely there, toilet roll holder, towels, space for our hand towel up there. In these cupboards up here we store our washing powder and toilet chemicals and things that we obviously don't want the kids getting to. Same on that side there. Down to our vanity. Underneath here, plenty of space for the family. I've just got some plastic tubs and some non-slip matting, and that works really, really well for us. And finally, our shower. Full-size shower. My husband is over 6 foot tall and he can have a great shower in here. And likewise, we really looked for a van that had a deep shower recess, as this one does, if you can quite tell there. That just means we can put a couple of inches of water in there for the kids and they can have a nice bath rather than a shower as they're accustomed to at home, and just gives them a bit of time to sit in there and play, and they love it. So yeah, we're really happy with that. We get about 6 minutes of hot water if we're running it you know, non-stop, but we tend to obviously turn the water on and off as we shower and as we need it, and we can pretty much get the whole family bathed and showered in that time. So well, that's it. That's Big Red. Hope you enjoyed that little tour, and we look forward to sharing more of our adventures from Big Red when we head off on our big lap.